They're here.
Bridgerton Season 4, First 5 Minutes Sneak Peek Review. Dear gentle readers, or should I say gentle viewers of the YouTube realm, Bridgerton is officially back, and the ton is already whispering. Welcome back to the Wolfe Diaries, where we sip tea, spill secrets, and dive into the drama of your favorite shows and movies. Earlier today, Netflix dropped the first 5 minutes of Bridgerton Season 4 on Tudum, and in true Bridgerton fashion, it doesn't open with scandal in the streets. It opens with home. Bridgerton house. Bustling.
Polished. Alive.
And immediately, the show reminds us why this family and this world still works so well. But there's one very important problem. Where on earth is Benedict? Welcome to the Wolfe Diaries. The calm before the scandal. Returning to Bridgerton house. The sneak peek eases us back in gently. No balls, no masks, no orchestral pop covers just yet. Instead, we're greeted with the comforting chaos of Bridgerton house preparing for the family's return. Scones baking, pastries being placed just so, muddy boots being scrubbed away. This is domestic Bridgerton, and it's kind of delightful. It's a quiet reminder that before the romance and drama, this show is about family. At the center of it all is Lady Violet Bridgerton, once again commanding the household with warmth, precision, and just a hint of looming concern. Ruth Gemmell slips back into Violet like no time has passed, and she immediately grounds the scene. The family is growing, literally. One of the sneak peek's sweetest moments is the reveal of how much has changed since Season 3. Penelope and Colin, now happily married, are doting on their baby, which is both surreal and oddly perfect. We are finally introduced to baby Elliot with everyone dotting on him, especially Lady Featherington, who doesn't waste any time in reminding everyone that he is indeed the Lord Featherington. With all this displayed, it's Bridgerton's way of saying, time has passed, lives have moved forward, and the stakes are different now. We also see the return of Francesca, back from Scotland, Eloise, still observant, still sharp, Lord John Sterling, quietly fitting into the family dynamic, and Hyacinth, who has officially lowered her hems, which may be the most subtle but telling sign of all. We even get an honorable mention of the Viscount and Viscountess, Anthony and Kate. Mrs. Wilson mentions that she feels a little too old to keep up with the needs of a newborn baby, and she is glad that Kate and Anthony had their baby in India. The other younger maid responds that she is excited for them to return and a chance to dote on their baby as well. Everything is shifting. Everyone is growing up. Everyone except one very notable Bridgerton. The missing Bridgerton. Benedict's absence looms large. Benedict Bridgerton, this season's leading man, is nowhere to be found. And the brilliance of this opening is that his absence is felt immediately. Violet notices. The household notices. And the audience definitely notices. This isn't just a scheduling issue. This isn't Benedict being fashionably late to breakfast. This feels intentional. Violet, clearly unsettled, insists on finding her second son. Because if there's one thing Lady Violet values above all else, it's family togetherness, and Benedict's disappearance disrupts that harmony. So naturally, she does what any Bridgerton matriarch would do. She marches straight to his private apartments. You do not want to see what's inside. And this is where the sneak peek really clicks into place. Footman John and Benedict's valet, Hatch, practically throw themselves in Violet's path, not to protect Benedict's reputation, but to protect her eyes. Let that sink in. Footman John openly volunteers to fetch Benedict himself, just so Violet doesn't have to see what's inside that bedroom. And suddenly, the questions pile up fast. Where has Benedict been? Why has he been avoiding society? What exactly is hidden in his quarters? And is this really just an inebriated slumber, or something far more revealing? The sneak peek doesn't answer these questions, but that's the point. What is this opening really doing? From a storytelling perspective, these 5 minutes are doing something very smart. Instead of launching Season 4 with spectacle, Bridgerton opens with mystery and mood. Benedict isn't introduced with romance. He's introduced with absence. That immediately frames his arc. This is a man out of step with his family, with society, and possibly with himself. For longtime fans, this aligns beautifully with Benedict's ongoing search for purpose and identity. For casual viewers, it's an instant hook. And for new audiences, it's a clean, character-driven entry point into the world. You don't need to know everything about Bridgerton to understand this question. Why is the leading man hiding from the life he's supposed to want? Where the sparkle begins, the hands behind the elegance. One of the most refreshing things about the Season 4 sneak peek is how intentionally it lingers on the work happening behind the grandeur, watching the servants bake, scrub, polish, and reset Bridgerton House before the family even steps through the door is a quiet but meaningful shift in perspective. For a series so often defined by balls and spectacle, this focus on process reminds us that elegance doesn't simply appear. It's built, piece by piece, by people whose labor usually goes unseen. That attention feels especially resonant this season, as it subtly mirrors Sophie's lived reality as a servant in the Penwood household. By letting us see the calm, coordinated effort that makes spick and span possible once the chaos settles, the show grounds its romance in class awareness and empathy, signaling that Season 4 isn't just about who gets to dance in the ballroom, but who makes the ballroom shine in the first place. Tone check. Softer, quieter, more intimate. Another thing worth noting is the tone. This sneak peek is gentle, almost restrained. There's humor, yes, but it's observational. There's tension, but it's domestic, not dramatic. It suggests that Season 4 may be slowing down just enough to let character moments breathe. Less constant escalation, more emotional layering. And honestly, that feels exactly right for Benedict's story. Final thoughts, a small opening with big intentions. Bridgerton Season 4 demonstrates the following in only 5 minutes. Re-anchor us in the family, show us how much has changed, and pose a central mystery around its leading man without showing him at all. It's confident, it's controlled, and it's quietly compelling. If this opening is any indication, Season 4 isn't rushing to dazzle us. It's inviting us closer. And tomorrow, when the season officially premieres, we may finally learn what Benedict Bridgerton has been hiding behind that closed door. So, what do you think Benedict's been up to? Art? Chaos? Emotional avoidance? All of the above? Let me know your theories. Drop your guesses, thoughts, and questions in the comments below, and please share your insights because I'd love to hear what you think. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates about your favorite shows every time that we upload, and for more exclusive Bridgerton insights and analyses. Thanks for tuning in, my lovelies. Until next time, stay scandalously lovely. This is Lady Wolfe, signing off with a Bridgerton-sized swoon. Until then, it seems the best is yet to come, because the masquerade is only just beginning. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and/or subscribe for more delightful content, and I'll see you on the next one.